to admit, the Olympia last year was probably the hardest placing I've had to deal with. I've placed worse in shows, but for me the Olympia last year hit me really, really hard. The reason for that is, obviously I moved over to America, which was a hard thing for me to do, and to leave my family and friends. I brought my fiancée Amy over with me, which was hard for her. I had to deal with a few things going into the prep, with the temperature change, all these things. So there was a lot of things, and I felt like I'd done everything they wanted, and I thought I was going to bring my best package to the stage. So to come sixth, when obviously I was the Arnold Classic champion, I was second in the world ranked going into the show. It was quite difficult, and not only that, my family, friends, Amy's family and friends came out as well. So I had a good team supporting me in the crowd. And to say I was disappointed was is an understatement. I always like to make a good rapport with people in the industry and support promoters and support certain people I get on well with. And Alex, the promoter of the Asian Grand Prix, he is an avid bodybuilding fan. He's huge into it, and he just showed me respect once, and he was telling me about the Asian Grand Prix, how he wants to get it up and running. He'd love to bring bodybuilding and have the pull like the American market in Asia, basically. And he invited myself and Jason Poston over the first year, and he really looked after us well, and we did our best to promote him, and I felt I'd love to do the same, and you could see the potential out there. So I wanted to support the IFBB and to support Alex himself in a different country as well as America, so just to get that worldwide spread. So basically, I don't really normally promote anything negative on my social media, but I wanted to be real to people and to say where I was at. And I've had injuries for many years from being silly, ego lifting when I was younger, and I've always trained around them. And my focus with competing has always been trying to do shows throughout the year to stay relative and to achieve those life goals, which are the Arnold Classic and obviously the Olympia. So I never really had time to step away from stage, have an off season, and to get these injuries repaired. So I always train around them and always put them to the back of my mind. So after winning the Arnold, I felt like I'd accomplished what I wanted to do, and there was only one more title I really wanted, which was the Olympia. So as I was stepped off stage, spoke to Jim Mannion, spoke to Steve Weinberger about weaknesses and what I need to improve on, and they said basically to bring the size I did at the Olympia last year, but to keep my condition from previous years, which I completely understand, and I know what I have to do for that. So instead of being bigger by not coming down as far in my body fat, it means putting some more muscle tissue on. So I decided to take a break. Post Olympia, I thought this is my perfect time to get injuries sorted. So I had lower back issues, L5, L6. I slipped back in 2010, and I've always trained around them, struggled to squat and deadlift, I've learned to live with it and get around that. But I thought my health is quite important, obviously. So I addressed those issues with stem cell treatment, which, to be honest, touch wood, has been phenomenal. I'm back deadlifting again, I'm back squatting again, and it feels stronger, shall we say. I'm not going to be silly and start trying to get 1 rep maxes anytime soon, but I'm enjoying being back in the squat rack. No, congrats to Andre. I can't say he won fair and square. Phenomenal physique, Andre, and I wish him all the best with what he's doing at the minute. But for me, yes, it absolutely killed me seeing Andre take that title, and me basically sat in the sidelines, because I am a competitor. I can lie and say yeah, fair play, and not be bothered, but But on the flip side of it, I have won that title, and for me, I would love to step on the Arnold Classic stage again, but maybe in different countries. Try and basically get the Arnold Classics in different countries. I feel I've achieved getting the one in Ohio, which will always be the most prestigious one, but it'd be nice to maybe look at Brazil when they come out in Rio, even European, which in Madrid, if they do that still, South Africa. All these things are playing on my mind. So maybe next year, after I've had a year out this year, really hit all the Arnold Classic stages. But yeah, it was tough watching. I am always watching your channel, watching quite a few updates, seeing where everyone's at and seeing the progression. And when you're on your off season, it is quite difficult when you're a bit fluffy and not as shredded as you normally are to see people lean and progressing. It does give you that drive to, right, I need to come back stronger. I always said I like being the underdog. I've always thrived on being the underdog and being the person people don't talk about. And I know that's not the attitude to have when you're trying to be at the top, because people will always want to be at the top and then fire at you, so you need to be in the limelight. But for me, I like, let everyone do the talking, let everyone have the hype and stuff, and I need to get to work. I've got improvements to make, and I don't want to come back a year later and not made improvements. So this for me now is my time to keep myself to myself, get back to basics, make improvements on those muscle parts I need to do, and try and shock the world again. Just let people know I'm not quite done, and that I've got to make amends from that 6th place.
Hey guys, so we're here with Ryan Terry over at Gold Gym Venice. We just finished wrapping up an interview and a workout. Yeah. Thank you, Ryan, for everything, man. Appreciate it, man.
Always good to see you. Always good to see
Anything
you.
You want to say out to the fans?
Yeah, just thank you for all the support. I know you guys haven't seen me on stage this year so far, but looking forward to September. Got a few more tweaks I've got to do before I start dieting, but looking forward to getting back on stage.
Be looking out for him at the Olympia stage come September. He's going to take it this year. Just letting you guys know he's going to take it this year. See you guys later. Love you guys.